I can't believe I've never talked to you because I have talked going into your song probably somewhere in the tens of thousands of times on Myfm.
Really? Oh my God, that's insane.
Holy crap! We play your song. You got to be eating good on Sweet but Psycho.
You were so funny. I am doing good, I guess. I drink a lot of water.
Yeah, do you? Yeah. What's really going on there? Where are you, by the way? Are you in LA? You're in LA, right?
Hmm. I
Are
am.
you are you a Valley girl? Not to get too specific. Like I'm in Studio City, so I'm wondering how close you are.
City, where are you?
Just off Laurel and Moore
Oh
Park.
my God. Me too, just have Laurel.
Shut up.
That
Are
is
you
so
my
funny.
neighbor who's super loud playing music all the time?
Yeah, probably. The
I
one
live
like
there.
crazy.
There's like a boxing supply place on the corner of Moore Park
Oh,
and
yeah,
Laurel.
yeah. It's funny. I'm going to buy something there. Actually, that's so weird. In the next 2 days, I saw
Oh,
a
that's
box.
funny.
What do they call the boxing? And
The big things that come down and
yeah, I think I'm gonna get the ones that are like on the floor. It's a lot easier than installing it.
is it the ones that are shaped like an actual human?
Yeah, I want to do that.
Ooh, that's
That's
gonna be
funny. You live by that. I'm literally going there. Yeah,
yeah. I've seen those. Ooh, those would be creepy.
we're so
Like
close.
like having one of those big punching dummies at night, and they
I
yeah.
want
But
to.
what happens when the lights go off? Those things come alive. And
I don't watch scary movies, so don't scare me.
neither do I. That's awesome though. Happy, healthy, eating good, working out, feeling good.
I'm okay. I tore my meniscus, so I'm not working out as much, but I'm like trying to like do some push-ups here and there.
Yeah. Well, you look great. You don't look like. I think the common rule is for you're supposed to gain like the pandemic 40 pounds and look 10 years older, but you haven't
I
done
ate
that.
I ate chips and salsa for breakfast today.
Nice one. Where from? Like what salsa? What chips?
Okay, so I went to Gelson's and the 4th of July salsa is my favorite. It's organic. I like getting organic, mostly food, but so 4th of July salsa is so good. And then I forgot the chips, but the chips are not organic. They're like some kind of corn and salt.
And you know what? There is no way to avoid that stuff at Gelson's because right when you walk through the entrance, it's right there on the left next to the bakery.
I had to go. I
All
had
of
to.
that 4th of July salsa food, Halloween candy, it's all right there when you first walk in.
Yeah, when I crave something, I get like two of everything. So I got two of those salsas and two of chips. But now, like, I have to finish it because, like, I like binge eat it, and now I'm almost done with it, and I'm not gonna buy it for another like month.
Oh, so you eat it until you are sick of it.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of sick of it. I had it for breakfast yesterday, dinner yesterday, and breakfast today.
Oh my god. What about like you take vitamins, like all that stuff? Are you a pretty health
No,
nut?
it's funny. I spend a lot of time inside, even though I do have a pool. But I don't know what's wrong with me. I guess I don't get enough vitamin D, so I take vitamin D. They say it's good too, so I
The
guess.
D3? Is that what
Yeah.
you take? Yeah,
Mm.
that's what I take too. Oh my god, are you like my
It's
sister? Are we
weird.
twins? The hell's going on? Yeah, I actually bought myself one of those like old man pill cases off Amazon this weekend, and it's got
Basically, any vitamin is
yeah,
good right
yeah,
now. COVID,
right. Yes, D3, B12, C,
everything.
fish
Basically,
oil.
I like chug zinc. I'm like with this, like the liquid zinc. I'm like,
Wow.
no, I'm just kidding. I don't know
I
that.
don't think you're supposed to do that. I don't think you're supposed to do that at all. What about skin regimen? Are you getting up every morning, washing your face? Do you have like a set thing that you do?
I like to
Serums?
sprinkle like cold water on my face. I think cold water is really healthy to put on your face in the morning. I put like cucumbers. I like cut cucumbers and I rub cucumbers on my eyes every morning, and it
And that
helps
works,
with
huh?
like yeah, it helps with like tightening your eye area because I sleep really late.
Yeah, it's interesting. Wow, we have the same schedule on that too. It's interesting about the cold water because I just learned that from reading an article with
Cucumber
Pharrell.
too. Yeah, and cold water. Yeah.
I've never done the cucumber. I always thought
Just
that
like
was just.
little thin slices and like put it all over, like get it all juicy in your eye.
It sounds like someone just told you to have a laugh just to see if you'd
No,
actually
I
do it.
do it myself. No one tells me to do these things.
That's crazy. Yeah, I read an article with Pharrell and he was talking about all that kind of stuff. It's like, I'm gonna try that. I'm
I
gonna put
really believe in that stuff. I
yeah.
like a lot of food. I put avocado on my face.
Wow, okay. I keep my eye cream in the fridge, so that's a little bit of the food connection.
That's good.
Yeah. So, um, you've got such an interesting story, and not to go too deep on it, but just
I
like say again.
do I
Yeah, you do. You do. I think you do. I mean, you know, the quick version that I've seen or I've read about is that you moved to LA when you were super young, 13, 14. Music didn't quite happen. You moved away, but then you came back a few years later. Have you been here ever since that second, like we were like 17,
second
something like that?
move? Yeah, 17. I've been here for almost a decade straight. But it's interesting because I feel like I've been here since I was 14 because I came here so young, but then I left when I was 15 for a couple of years with my family, not by myself.
Right, right.
And then I came out by myself when I was 17. So I think a lot of people think I've been here since I was 14, but I moved around.
I mean, it's such a short time; it doesn't count.
Hmm.
It doesn't count as being away. Um, what do you like about living here? Like, what do you like about LA? Are you beaches? Are you theme parks? Are you walking down Melrose? What's your vibe?
When I first moved out here, again, when I was 17, I would go to Santa Monica and I would run. I would run that like walkway, I guess you call it. And I just like would walk, I'd run, I'd bike. Like that was like my favorite thing. And for some reason I stopped doing that. But I love doing that. Loved.
Are you talking
Um,
about like that path, even the one that goes
yeah,
out that bridge that goes over PCH?
yeah.
That
I used to love that. And then I used
that's
to jump in
cool.
the ocean. Even in the winter, I used to jump in the ocean. I used to get really sweaty and hot running. And then I'd jump in the ocean. And it was like my favorite thing when I was younger and, more independent.
Right.
Now
Well,
I
why?
rely on too many people because, I'm so busy. But I think, it was fun. I think I need to do that again.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was in being free, or did you start to overthink things, thinking, "Wow, there's a lot of things in that ocean that I don't want to get bit by."
No, I was so fearless. Like I did not care. Now I'd be like, I don't know.
Why? What are
I was
you?
so fearless when I was younger. I don't know what happened, what switched. Like, I don't know. When I turned 22, it just switched. Like from 17 to 22, I was just like, I don't care. Like, I was just like, I called myself a race car driver. I used to speed. I did not care. Like, when you're younger,
Mhm.
like you just don't have that sense of fear, I guess.
Sure. We
I
have.
didn't have
We didn't have that amazing trait of overthinking and analyzing everything to a fault. I don't know if you do that. That's what happened with
That's
me,
what
at
I do
least.
now. Yeah, that's what I do now. And it doesn't let me do anything.
Which has its benefits. But yeah, that's what you're learning about yourself, huh? That's cool.
Yeah, that's what I have now. I overthink everything.
Does it ruin it? Does it ruin things for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real. It's very real.
I overthink everything and it's a problem. It's like why? Why do I have to overthink when I was younger, I used to just not even think about it. I used to just have fun, carefree. I don't know, it just switched one day. I can't really tell you the day, but
Yeah, no, I'm a little older, so I've gone through different phases and steps of that. And you're right. There's no epiphany. There's no moment where you're like, oh, that's what made me do that.
yeah,
It just happens.
it just happens. You start becoming more cautious and careful, and like you start thinking, "Oh wait, I don't want to die, so I'm probably just gonna not gonna do that." Or like, "Oh, you know, there's
Oh
like a
my,
slight chance I might die doing that, so I might not do that."
isn't it terrible? It's just overcome us like that.
It's really sad. Like when I was younger, I used to go hiking. I forgot there was a hike in like deep in like I don't know where it was in Griffith, not the main one. There was like a hidden one I used to go to by myself at night. I used to go by myself at night,
Oh wow.
and I was just fearless. I didn't care, and like I had my little like backpack with my water and like a water juggie, and then I used to sit on a cliff and drink my water.
And
And
now,
now I'm like, girl, you don't go at night, and you don't sit
you
on a
don't sit on
cliff.
a cliff. You're like, what's down
But like
there?
I back in the day, like I used to be like, oh my god, this is so freeing. Like it was
Yeah. Oh my God. And now we're sitting down and we're like, wait, I know there's spiders and things
like
all
now if
around
I
me.
need to get gas and it's like midnight, I'm like, I'll get it tomorrow. It's like 1 mile. It's like I have 1 mile left, and I'm like, I'll get it tomorrow. Like I don't want to stop at midnight at a gas station. But like if 17 or 18 or 20-year-old me would be like, let's get this gas. Like, that's no big deal getting gas at midnight, like in the middle of
Right.
nowhere.
And by
Like,
the way, the whole I'll just get gas tomorrow is like the worst decision we could ever make.
oh yeah, I don't know how many times I've been stuck. I've been stuck a few times, yeah, in my life. Yeah.
It's the worst. And I where I live, there's that Chevron right on the corner, and it's just easy to pop in and pop out. And
Yeah,
so
but we
that's the whole
get
thing
gas
about
tomorrow.
it. Yeah. Wow, that's really crazy that you're going through that with your mind, because it's powerful, and it's bad, but it also can be very good. Do you ever not do things because, like, if somebody, for example, this is what I do, at least, like if somebody says, hey, you want to go to the Americana or something, I'll kind of mentally overanalyze my entire drive there, pull into the lot, go down the escalator, and walk around. It's like, no, I just kind of went, and it's not that great, so I'm not going to go.
Yeah, like it's weird. Like for me, when I was like, let's say 8 years younger, I used to go, like, let's say 16, 17. I used to go for fun to just walk around and do nothing.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I don't even like to go do my nails. I'm like, oh my God, it's so boring waiting there. Like, and now I'm like, wow, I used to have fun doing my nails. What's wrong with me? Now
Wow.
I'm like, I have to be doing something else while I'm doing my nails. So someone has to come here and do my nails so I can be on my laptop and do something else. Or like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't just go to the nail salon and be bored. Like, that just blows my mind.
Imagine doing that without a phone.
Oh my God, I know. I mean, it's mind blowing. I used to be like, a fun day, nails. Now I'm like, my nails chipped. I don't want to go. Like,
Wow. That's crazy. Wow.
isn't that
Our
sad?
mind. Yeah. And now I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm getting to that place where I'm like, kind of whatever. That's the whole thing I've taken on is kind of that Jerry Seinfeld, is kind of, okay, well, whatever. I can't control
Oh
it,
my God.
so whatever. And
I
that's
need
kind of new for me.
Yeah, I need to start doing that. Like, oh, whatever. Sitting in a nail salon for 30 minutes. Okay, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually you start to realize that, all right, I'm not going to, you choose your battles. It's like, okay, nothing really matters. Who cares?
It's so strange. Yeah.
It
It's just,
pisses off all my friends when I say that, because they are still in that overthinking. And I'm just like, yeah, it's fine. You're going to
oh
be
my God, I can't. I
fine.
can't.
I've become the annoying guy. Wow, that's
That
funny.
is so funny.
This we were I was going through your album yesterday.
Yeah.
This
Oh my
album
God.
is so sick. Where are you going? You leaving? You done?
No, I'm not. My computer is dying. So I
You're
need to,
plugging in? Yeah, plug it in.
yeah. Sorry, 1 second.
No, go for it. Plug it in.
I just realized I'm at 5%.
Plug it into the wall. What
All
room
right.
is this, by the way? What room is this that you're in? Is this a bath? Are you in the bathroom?
No, everyone thinks that, but it's like an office with my Max Cut logo. Look, it turns on.
Oh, oh yeah, sick. Oh, and that's a mirror right there. I got it.
It's cute, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But she stays off most of the day.
That's funny. Yeah, everybody thinks I'm in like a hospital room.
Oh my God. Yeah, people have said that, or like a bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird challenge on these. I have to have the light, because I realize that if I go too light in this, my skin looks like the wall. It's like a whole different preparation thing.
Yeah, I'm doing a charity event, and so I'm a performance. So I have my light outside, so that's why I'm not that lit right now, because I'm literally doing a performance right after this. So it's like I usually am pretty lit up here.
Yeah, no, it's all right. It's good, and it's just, I have like clothes next to me, because you never know what the person here is going to be wearing. So if they're more dressed up, I've got a button up.
Oh my God, yes. You're like, wait, actually.
I have my little All Saints button up just in case.
Yes.
This is 2020, man.
No, but seriously, what is going on right now?
Yeah, this is
I'm just happy
2020.
I released my album at least during a pandemic.
And first of all, I will tell you, as a radio guy, thank you for this album, because, and I don't mean to sound negative, but there's a lot of slow songs out there, and there's
Oh
a
my
lot of ballads, and I feel like this is not the time for these kind of. So your album is like, thank God. Thank God we have these songs.
Thank you. It's kind of impossible for me to do a ballad right now. Even my Christmas song I put out, Christmas Without You,
I saw that. That's
still
cool.
upbeat. It's still upbeat. I
Yeah.
had to make it upbeat. I have a problem. Like, I can't not
No.
make an upbeat song. Like, what's wrong with me?
It's not a problem. It's a good thing. Don't change that, please. We have enough slow, depressing songs. We don't need that. And this album is such a cool, it's like, well, how to describe it? Because the whole album, it's very electro pop, obviously, but the songs are similar but so different from each other. And I know that doesn't make any sense.
No, I get it. It's like the same kind of vibe, but it's like different sonics. Yeah.
Right. I don't listen to one song and go, okay, that sounds like this other song, because
And
it's not.
I didn't want that. I listened to Rihanna a lot growing up, and I love that each song on her album was very like it was. Yeah, it was in the same realm, but each song was extremely different.
Yeah.
And so I really love that about Rihanna. So I kind of just like did that.
Right. When you hear like Disturbia and then Rude Boy and those songs
Yeah,
by her, like, oh my God, this is
but they're
amazing.
just great songs. She just makes great songs, and I think I love that about her. Like she's not thinking like let me make each song sound like it's connected in the album. Like that's great and all, but if you're not going to give people good music, I think that's key. You gotta make like good music, that people can actually dance to, get inspired by, motivated. And so I think my main goal with each song was to make each song great and not like exactly the same, which again, every artist is different, no hate to anyone, everyone has a different style. My thing is like, again, I grew up listening to Rihanna a lot, so her songs were very different and I loved that, but they were all really great too.
What side of Rihanna do you like more? Do you like those upbeat,
um,
or is it just
I
the
really
right?
like Talk That Talk, Rude Boy.
Rude Boy is so sick.
Oh yeah. Work.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
That's
a
cool.
lot.
It's cool to hear you be a fan of somebody else's music, because you probably forget this, but you are, to me and everybody else in the world, you are on that side of the table. So it's kind of cool to hear you looking on that side of the table, but not realizing you are.
It's weird. Yeah, I'm just like, no, I'm just like this weird person here that my mom calls every 30 minutes to make sure I'm eating and drinking water. If she saw this, she'd be so annoyed that I had salsa and chips for breakfast. She'd be like, ew, you're not healthy. And
Oh
I'd be
God.
like, Ma, like, let me eat my salsa and chips.
Where is she, by the way?
She's in Sherman Oaks.
Oh, she's local. Okay.
She annoys me locally.
Oh, that's funny. She doesn't even need to take the 101 if she's that close. She can just
Oh
drive
no.
down.
Oh yeah.
She can just drive down Ventura or Moore Park or
Yeah, she
wherever
shows
and
up at
be
my
at your
place and
door.
she's like, "What's this? What's this? What's this? Where are your vegetables? Why is your
Oh,
vegetable drawer empty?" I'm like, "Mom, I postmate my vegetables."
yeah. Come on, Mom.
But I
How is
don't.
she, by
I
the? You what? You don't Postmate them?
don't.
Yeah, I'm scared to do any of that stuff. Um, how was when you first started out? Back to your mom for a second. Did you ever get any pushback and stuff from your parents?
No, they were always so supportive. But they weren't like, when people are like stage parents, they weren't stage parents. They weren't forcing me to do it. I was like always wanting to sing. So they just pretty much like were like, okay, let's do it. They weren't
Wow.
like pushy about it. My dad actually was like, how about you finish high school and college? Because you never know. And I'm like, Dad, you're funny. Like, I'm gonna do music.
Yeah.
And so it broke my dad's heart that I didn't go to college, but you know.
Yeah, it's just a different. That's really cool to have that support though from them, because I think a lot of people would be like, "Why don't you just get a real job and do this little cute little singing hobby on the side?"
Definitely. And of course, I had to finalize high school for my dad because, I dropped out and then I had to get back in because my dad was so upset. So I had to finalize high school.
How did you do that, by the way? What do you mean you got back in? Like how many?
Well, not
So
got
you
back
left?
in. I dropped out, got my GED for my
Okay.
dad because that's just a paper he wanted. It didn't make any sense to me, but he wanted it. And so I was like, here you go, dad.
How did you do it? Like, did you do an online thing? And I only
Well,
ask because I didn't actually finish high school either. I,
yeah,
I,
we're twins.
yeah, but mine was I went through a breakup and it fucked my head up. So
There's different things that happen.
yeah,
There's losses, there are breakups. For me, I was pretty depressed. I was having anxiety. I didn't want to go to school. I was like not traveling, but I was going back and forth to different states, and I just was like wanting to do music, and so I dropped out. And obviously, my dad wasn't happy. But I went to Santa Monica,
mm,
and I was in California, so I went to Santa Monica to this like little, I don't know where it was, but somewhere on Ocean Avenue. It was like this school that I finished. I did a test and I passed it. And yeah, got my JD.
ah, that's cool. That's cool. But deep down, knowing this is stupid. I don't even
It
need.
was
This is not
like
worth.
not.
This is not worth the gas money or sitting on the 405 for.
Yeah. Oh my god. At the time, I was like, I had like $20 a week. It was brutal, and
Yeah.
so, but I did it for my dad.
That's crazy. Good for you. I've thought about that. I've thought about doing that for my mom. I think she would. I missed it by half a credit.
Oh, see, no, oh, really? Wow, see,
Yeah.
that was close.
But like you, I knew early on that I didn't need to dissect the frog. It's not going to make any difference.
Yeah,
And
everyone's different. Like I have cousins who are literally doing like master's programs and like literally doing going to doctorate school and becoming psychologists, becoming doctors, doing 8 years, 10 years of school, and I'm like, good for you. Oh my God, that's incredible. Like, but it's just not my thing. And look, if it was my thing, I like to dedicate things fully. So if I'm gonna do school, it's gonna be 100% school because
yeah,
I'm not the type of person where I can be split in like school and music. It was very hard. So I just focused on music.
wow, good for you. Good for you for knowing that, because a lot
It
of
was
people
hard,
figure.
but
Yeah, a lot of people figure that out like way later, and then the regret,
it's
like,
a
oh,
tough one.
why
What
did?
do you call it? A jack of all trades. You can't be a jack of all trades, right?
Funny you say
Even
that,
though
because my
I try.
mom always tried to tell me to be one. Be good at a lot of things. Like that's not.
But sometimes it works for people. But for
Yeah.
me, I always wondered, I'm like, you know what? I can't do that. I need to focus on one. It depends on like your character trait, right? Like some people can do it all, and then some people can't. I don't know.
To have that interest in it, in something that you're
AKA
not
me.
that into.
Yeah, AKA me. I need to just do one thing.
Yeah, and it's yeah, no, I feel that. You've got to be in. If you're not interested even just a little bit, you're out.
Exactly.
And that brings me back to the album, by the way, because this album, I'm guessing for the fans, but this has to be for you as well, looking into the future and knowing that, hey, I've got to perform these songs. I have to like these songs.
I know. I'm so excited to perform these songs. I love, oh my God, what's happening? Who's laughing now? Tattoo. I mean, I love them all. I just really see myself performing them. And I'm seeing the show in my head. I'm seeing it be like super theatrical and, dramatic. But again, it's hard for me because I want to perform now and I can't. So I'm trying to like put that on a different part of my brain so I don't like get too overwhelmed that we're
Mm.
not performing right now as performers. So
Focusing on that negative. Yeah. Do you
yeah,
perform
so
like in the mirror or for friends or anything?
oh my God, no. Oh my God, my friends probably are like, girl, stop. It's too much of you.
Are you that friend who's singing in the aisle at the grocery
No,
store?
no, actually, no, I was lying. It's quite opposite. My girlfriend's like, one of my girlfriends is obsessed with a song I did with Alan Walker, and she's always playing it. I'm like, stop playing my song.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm the one basically saying stop playing my songs. But they're like my biggest supporters, my family and my
Yeah,
friends.
that's cool. But yeah, just
I don't want to hear it. I'm like, no. Can you put like Justin Bieber on or Ed Sheeran or something?
sure, sure. That's funny. Um, you probably hear your songs as well, especially "Sweet But Psycho" come on at the overhead music at a store as well.
A lot. I hear all the songs. Salt, the features I've done, Kings and Queens. Yeah, I'm hearing it all. It freaks me out. I'm like, oh my God, running
Yeah,
away now.
that's funny. That's funny. But imagine though, if these songs were ones that you didn't like, and I keep going back to "Sweet But Psycho" because it's such a huge song. But imagine if you didn't like it, and how many? I mean, you
That would suck.
because you've probably performed that song 700 times.
It's funny every time I hear that song because I do take breaks listening to it. I'm like, whoa, this is a hit. I was like,
Yeah,
whoa, we created a monster. Like, because it's
yeah.
kind of like when you step away from Sweet But Psycho, you're like, good. And then you hear it again, you're like, holy cow, how did we create
And
this?
so early on,
Exactly. And I didn't know it was a hit. I had no idea. I remember the executive producer I work with a lot, Circuit. He's like, he would tell me, he's like, this song's gonna be huge. And I'm like,
yeah.
how do you know that? You don't know that. And so when the song came out, I'm like, you're right.
Yeah, wow, what a great song to get right off the bat. This new album, Heaven and Hell, it's awesome. I'm a big fan of Born of the Night or Born of the Night.
Oh,
I think
thank you.
that song is insane. It's got this low riding bass that makes it so wide, and that major tom hook is so sick, right? And especially right off the bat.
Thank
That's such
you.
a great song.
I love that song too. It makes me feel like I want to run naked in the woods or something. Like,
Oh, maybe don't do that. Just maybe don't. I think So Am I is great as well. But so the new song Kings and Queens, though, tell us about this song. What is the song about?
Kings and Queens. Kings and
Yeah.
Queens is about equality, female empowerment, treating people with respect, and again, equality. It's really just about really the times we're living in and how, yes, we're working on getting better on all these subjects, but we're not there yet. So I really wanted to make the message happen through my song, but with popping champagne at the same time. So, all my songs have female empowerment. Let's be real. That's literally who I am. I can't not write a song about female empowerment. It's very hard for me because that's who I am. Like growing up, even when like I dated a bunch of guys and they would mistreat me, I would mess with them too.
Mm.
Revenge is a bitch. So I'm that I don't let anything slide. Like that's why I'm in a relationship.
Good.
So that's what I write about.
Good for you. Well, this song is awesome. I'm gonna when we air this, we're gonna play the song. So go into like pretend you're a radio DJ. Introduce your song right now on Myfm for Los Angeles to hear.
Hey guys, it's Ava Max, and this is my song Kings and Queens on My FM.
There you go. You even threw a little radio voice on it.
I don't know what I'm doing. You know what's funny? Every time I do liners, I start getting like this, and I don't know why. And it's so hard. And then even when I'm like on stage and I'm like, when I accepted an award, I think it was for Los 40s, I was like, thank you. And it was like to an arena. And because I was thinking there's so many people here, but of course I had a microphone, but I didn't think in my head the microphone was already going to be loud. But I was looking at like this, like I could, like it was a huge arena. So I was like, thank you everyone. Oh, I just want to thank everyone I'm working with. And I'm like, and when
you become a game show host or the guy running the circus.
It's horrible. I need to fix that. But I got so nervous. I had no idea I was winning. And so I was like, thank you so much. Bye. Have a great night. My brother texts me. My brother's like, are you okay?
And you're like, no,
I'm like,
I'm
no,
not.
I'm not.